Hello and welcome back to Dandoozi. I'm about to open some more Pokemon cards. I have this Iron Crown EX tin. I think it has 5 packs inside. It's a cool tin. Iron Boulder on the side. I forget the name of the Suicune. I forget his name. It's like Raging Thunder or something. Not Entei, but Entei. I can't remember his name. But Iron Crown on the front. I actually have each of these 4 tins now, so I'll be opening all of them. And you get the Iron Crown EX promo card. I already got one of these, and it's a useful card. Cobalt commands the ability there. Attacks used by your future Pokemon, except any Iron Crown EX, do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So you definitely want to use this with other future Pokemon. The Twin Shottles, the attack does 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's a useful card. It's nice. Use it with other future cards. All right, and we're going to start with a Destined Rivals pack. Move all this. See what we get. Metal Energy. Stevens Beldum. He is in the Stevens pre-built deck. That deck is awesome. It's very strong. Stevens deck. Steven and Marnie put up a good fight. Team Rocket's Chingling. This card doesn't take any energy. That can be very useful, but for only 30 HP. Typically, like the baby Pokemon are similar to this card. 30 HP, doesn't take an energy to use, so it's good to get like right off first pull. Use it quick. Team Rocket's Grimer. Team Rocket's Tarantula. I got Team Rocket's Spidops in a different video as a holo card, so there you go. I can use that card now with this one. Team Rocket's Ariana, supporter card. Draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. If all of your Pokemon in play are Team Rocket's Pokemon, draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. So very specific. You want to use that with Team Rocket. Steven's Claydol, another Steven card. Play Blast does 220 damage. But you discard all the energy. Bit of a sacrifice. Next, we have Floatzel. Aqua Slash for 140 damage. Nice. And Whirlpool, you can discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. All right. Next up, we have a Reverse Holo Fomantis. I don't think I have this card yet. Nice. Oh, cool. Misty's Gyarados. Definitely don't have this one. Reverse Holo Misty's Gyarados. Splashing Panic. Discard the top 7 cards of your deck, and this attack does 70 damage for each Misty's Pokemon that you discarded in this way. Wow, definitely want synergy with Misty's other Pokemon. Waterfall for 120. Neat. Gyarados, I think it's just about one of everyone's favorites. usually top 10. It is for me. And a Zerora hollow card. Thunder Raid. Let's see what that does. So discard all energy from this Pokemon, and this attack does 210 damage to one of your opponent's benched EX. Wow. Wow. So you almost want to have this just to combat your opponent's EX Pokemon. That is a lot of damage. You can take out a lot of EX Pokemon in one hit. That is a neat card. Alright, next up we have a Surging Sparks with Latios and Latias on the front. Psychic Energy. Sandygast. Those guys are fun. Like a little ghost sandcastle. Swayless. Like a two-headed dark dragon. I think the third evolution is called a High Dragon, maybe. Blanking on that name. Rotom. Get a lot of Rotoms. Togepi. One of Misty's favorites. Babiri Berry. So this basically gives you resistance to metal Pokemon's attacks. It's a Pokemon tool, so you can attach it to any of your Pokemon. Magneton. We have Overvolt Charge is the ability there. So once during your turn, you may attach up to 3 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your lightning Pokemon, your electric Pokemon, in any way you like. If you use this ability, this Pokemon is knocked out. So you have to sacrifice them. And it does say knocked out, not discarded, which means your opponent's going to get a prize card. Don't know how I feel about that one. Prize cards are definitely don't want to lose those, so it would be a very specific last ditch tactic. There you go. I got a Latios card in this Latios pack. Jet Headbutt does 110. Skill Dive. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That means you can attack the bench with Latios. Neat. Oh, look at that. I have not seen this one. Cove. I don't even know. Cofagrigus? Law of the Underworld. Put 6 damage counters on each Pokemon that has an ability. Or Spooky Shot for 100. Gotta love Spooky Shot. Neat. That's a new one. And it's a reverse hollow. Another Babiri Berry, this time reverse hollow. And Tapu Lele hollow card. Mental Crush. If your opponent's active Pokemon is confused, this attack does 90 more damage. And Perplex, her first attack, confuses your opponent. So you want to use Perplex and then Mental Crush. So it's a two attack combo. Alright. Let's do another Surging Sparks. Dark Energy. We have Marill. I feel like I'm getting all the cute Pokemon in here. Marill, Togepi, Drillbur. That qualifies, right? Flipped it over because I thought I had it the right way, but I didn't. Here we go. Quaxley. Look at that pompadour. I have a Quaxley pop vinyl. He was my starter. I like Quaxley. Zangoose. Zangoose is typically a very good basic Pokemon. Doesn't use a lot of energy, just like this one. Flip 3 coins. If one of them is head, this attack does 20 more damage. If 2 are heads, this attack does 50 more damage. If all are heads, this attack does 80 more damage. So huge damage potential there for only 1 energy. And a stadium. Each basic Pokemon in play gets 30 HP, plus 30 HP. Shiinotic. The ability is Calming Light. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon asleep. Oh man, that is... Whew. That's tough to deal with if you're fighting that. It sucks being put to sleep every single turn. That's... yeah, that's tricky. Time, one of the professors from Uva Academy. Okay, and this supporter, so tell your opponent the name of a Pokemon in your hand and put that Pokemon face down in front of you. Your opponent guesses that Pokemon's HP, and then you reveal it. If your opponent guessed right, they draw 4 cards. If they guessed wrong, you draw 4 cards. Then return the Pokemon to your hand. So kind of playing off the whole professor idea there, theme. And in the game, you actually take quizzes like that. And there's a lot of them. So kind of playing off that concept there. That's a fun card, though. I don't see a lot like that are as interactive as this supporter. A reverse hollow Glimmet. Yes, all right. Special illustration Kecleon. Beautiful. I do not have this one. I love these designs. It's probably hard to see, but there's several Kecleon in this picture. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. They're all blending into the background as a chameleon would do, just like Kecleon. Expert Hider ability. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. Cool. I love finding special illustrations. Very neat. I'll put that one over here. And we have a Rabska as the last card. That triple draw can be useful. Draw 3 cards. Let's see what counter turn is. 40 plus damage. If there are 3 or fewer cards in your deck, this attack does 200 damage. So I discovered in the rules recently that if you run out of cards in your deck, you technically should lose the game. Which is that's a tricky rule for me to swallow. I feel like there's strategies that can bring you right up to the end of your deck, like this one, right? 3 or fewer cards in your deck and you do 200 more damage. Sometimes you rifle through your decks really quick. It's not very common that I've maybe done it once or twice that I've gotten through my entire deck. So it doesn't happen a lot, but I don't know. I feel like you should be able to play out all the cards in your hand. I disagree with that rule, Pokemon, but I don't make the rules. I guess I can when I play against just myself. All right, Journey Together. The last 2 are going to be Journey Together. Electric energy. Carablast. If you watch Star Wars and you've seen Star Wars Rebels, there's a character, Zeb Orrelius, and one of the things he says when he is surprised, he'll say, he goes, Carabast. So I always think of Zeb when I pull one of these. If you haven't seen Rebels, go and watch it. Great show. Kecleon seems to be a theme tonight. Morgrim. Squawkabilly. A funny name. Typically, it's strong basic card, though. Add-on will draw 2 cards. Very useful. Bennett or Benetti. Cursed Words. Your opponent chooses 3 cards from their hand and shuffles those cards into their deck. That would suck if you only had 3 cards in your hand. Pangoro. Power Tackle does 160 damage, but you can't attack the next turn. And there's a Grimmsnarl. Got that Morgrim and now a Grimmsnarl. Shadowy Knot. This attack does 50 damage for each colorless energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. Mega Punch. So the way that one would work, see, this Grimmsnarl has 2 colorless energy on the retreat cost, so it would be 50 times 2. So you can do 100 damage for only 1 energy. Grimmsnarls are typically really strong. Cool. Reverse Hollow Dunsparce. And it's that crochet look. Fun picture. I think there's a whole museum in Japan with all of these crocheted Pokemon that they took for these pictures on these cards. Another Benetti. Reverse Hollow. And a Tyranitar. Look at that. So the ability is Daunting Gaze. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards from their hand. Oh, that would suck. And Cracking Stomp does 150 damage. Discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Wow. Wow, this is quite the card. And for 190 HP, only 2 energy to use Cracking Stomp. And you're getting rid of your opponent's cards. Whew. That is a good one. I'm going to find a way to use that card. Okay, the last one. We have Journey Together again. Metal Energy. And we've got a Petalil. Minchino. I always love the slap attack, but nothing beats the gentle slap. I love when a gentle slap attack does like something stupid like 80 damage. Paints a weird image. Toadsacool. I get lots of Toadsacools. I don't think I've seen this design though. Mr. Mime. Of course, he has to have Mimic. Helper. Spit up and speed dive. Hops bag. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Hops Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Be very useful if you're looking for those specific Hops cards. Hop is the trainer. Ends Cling Clang. I got one of these in another video. And I was talking in that video about how you have to have Ends Clang to be able to evolve into the Cling Clang. You have to have the trainer's specific card. You can't have any Clang. Durant, reverse holo card. Oinkalone, reverse holo. Get a lot of Oinkalones. And lastly, Ludicolo. Ludicolo is always fun. Has the ability Vibrant Dance. All of your Pokemon in play get plus 40 HP. The effect of Vibrant Dance doesn't stack. When it says doesn't stack, it means if I had 2 Ludicolo with the same ability, you can't have plus 80 HP. Hydro Splash for 130 with 3 energy. Cool. I don't have a lot of Ludicolos. But you gotta love this guy. Got like the sombrero on his head. Cool. Well, I'm particularly happy about this Kecleon that I got. Like I mentioned, I love special illustrations. So that was really neat. This Tyranitar over here is going to be really nice to use in my decks. So I got lots of good stuff. Obviously, the Iron Crown EX. Nice box here. Thanks so much for watching.